Hey guys, welcome back. This is my third action camera, the Elephone Explorer K. It has some stunning features on paper, and I'm gonna put it through some real challenges to see if it is really worth the $100. I'll also leave a link below the video. If gadget reviews, DIY projects, and life hacks are your thing, then consider subscribing to my booth and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of the action. First off, the packaging is lovely. It's kind of a hassle carrying all the accessories with action cameras since they usually come in a box. I actually bought a very similar bag to this one to carry it around in. Elephone, however, sends it in a bag itself. Good start. Inside the bag, we have the camera in the waterproof casing. Other than that, we have a bunch of accessories, including a helmet mount with a bunch of Velcro straps, a handle mount, a normal case, double sided tapes, metal cables, zip ties, cleaning cloth, and some other connectors. 15 accessories in total. And of course, a charging cable and a detailed user manual, which has a very important point. This page, it says, for consistently reliable and high quality 4K recording, we highly recommend using the micro SD card 16 to 64 GB shown below, UHS speed class 3 at least. If you use a lower rated card, chances are your videos might not turn out as expected. Coming to the camera, the design is definitely different than the generic cameras you find out there like most of the Econ models. It has a metallic texture on the front, same rubbery looking plastic around the sides, and a 2-inch LCD display. It has a rugged kind of a look. The power/mode button is on the front along with two LEDs. One is for charging, the other indicates whether it is on or off. The shutter button on the top and the Wi-Fi button on the right side. Battery compartment and the memory card slot on the bottom, micro USB charging port and the mini HDMI port on the left side. And I think these two small holes are microphones, or maybe this one. Bottom line, there's a microphone somewhere here. Now the user interface for this camera is much different than what I've seen before. By default, it is in video mode, and you can switch by pressing the mode/power button to bring up the mode menu, and then keep pressing the same button to scroll through video, photo burst, settings, Wi-Fi, files, and back. To change the video resolution, you can press the Wi-Fi button on the side once, and it will bring up different options for whatever mode it is in now. For example, now it is in video mode. So now I can press the Wi-Fi button and select different options in video, like standard video, slow motion, which is 720p at 120 fps, loop recording, time lapse, video plus snap, where it will keep recording videos and take a picture every now and then in between at a set time interval, and then back to standard video. To change the resolution, I'll press the power button to come down and now press the shutter button to change it. It has a 1080p at 60 fps, 1080p at 30 fps, 4K at 30 fps, and 2K at 60 fps. Now, one of the most interesting features this camera has is 3-axis electronic image stabilization at 1080p 30 and 60 fps, just like iPhone 6. Notice how the image stabilizes. I mean, it just moves back into position when I give the camera a sudden shake. This should really help if you mount it on a bike handle or something that is exposed to a lot of shaking. For outdoor testing, this time I decided to mount it on my head and go on a full quad biking tour through some red dunes. I'm going to show you 10 to 15-second clips of all the different resolutions. You might notice there is a slight change of color on the screen as I ride. Well, this is actually automatic scene adjustment, which is not common in all cameras. In the Econ model I reviewed previously, I had to adjust the exposure manually from settings. In this, it will automatically adjust exposure and color balance according to ambient conditions. It has a 1200 mAh battery, which takes up to an hour and 40 minutes to charge and gives up to 90 minutes of recording at 1080p 30 fps and lesser with higher resolutions. The sound is not that great, very low. At first I thought it wasn't grabbing a lot of sound because it was in the waterproof case, but that shouldn't be an excuse. I recorded with my previous camera in the same way and the sound was deafening. I let it record for like 10 minutes at a time and it worked pretty fine. Only once did it shut down on its own through the full hour in the heat, which is a big step up from the Econ H9R, which practically didn't even last a minute at 2K and 4K in the same conditions. This is a slow-mo clip with a 120 fps at 720p setting. Now it automatically records in this way, and I didn't have to slow it down with the editor. As far as the video quality is concerned, everything is in front of you. You can be your own judge. Now it also has a smartphone app called Explorer K, which is available on App Store and Google Play for free. To connect to it, simply press the Wi-Fi button for like 2 seconds on the camera and then go to your phone's Wi-Fi connections and look for the camera's name. The password is 128, which appears on the camera screen. Once connected, go back to the app and connect to the camera. Now the viewfinder is on the phone as well as the camera, and you can stop recording, take pictures, view the file library, even transfer files to your phone, or even remote delete them from the SD card while it is in the camera. Basically, you can play around with all the options on the camera with much ease. Now it's time to go underwater. Now the product page of this camera says it is waterproof without the case. Since I haven't completed my testing as of this moment, so I'm not going to try it now, but I'm planning to do it in a separate video. For now, I'm going to go shallow diving with the waterproof case. The water was really murky and you can see all the sand floating around, but the camera did its job pretty well. While recording at 2K, I noticed a group of tiny little silver shiny fish, and I tried to follow them as quickly as possible with the camera. Here are some stills I took with the camera, and they turned out pretty neat. Not very vibrant, but again, it's an action camera, not designed for great still pictures. It has a 16 megapixel sensor and a Panasonic chipset, which can produce some decent pictures. And these are from a photo burst session. It can take up to 10 pictures per second. Another new thing this camera has is H.265 encoding for MP4 videos. Basically, it compresses the video more than the standard H.264 at a lower bitrate while maintaining the same quality. In layman terms, the video size should be lesser than that of a standard MP4 video while maintaining the same quality. I'm going to do a small test. It has both options. So first I'll record a 10-second video with 264 and then record the exact same video with 265 settings and then compare their size and quality. The size for H.264 is 38.4 MB and the H.265 video is 30.9 MB. That means the H.265 video is 20% smaller than 264, which can matter a lot when it comes to huge files. For example, if a standard video is 1 GB, with this setting it will be 800 MB. And you can be judge of the quality. I think they both look pretty much the same. Alright, final verdict. Build quality is good. Portability factor gets an extra point cause of the bag. Decent set of accessories any beginner would need, and you can always buy more later. User interface is simple, different. Mobile app is very helpful, and in my total 3 or 4 days of testing, it restarted on its own like 3 times, which is not good news, but there was no loss of data and it recorded long video clips like 10 minutes without crashing or shutting down like some other cameras I've used before. Video quality is good as you saw. Sound quality not that great. Additional features like image stabilization and H.265 encoding is definitely something new this camera brings to the table. It goes for $100 on GearBest, which I feel is a little pricey, but it does have more features than others, so I guess it balances out. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I'll leave a link below the video in case you want to check it out. That's it for now, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button below and share it with your friends and family. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe to my booth for more gadget reviews, life hacks, and facts. Click on the thumbnails to watch my other videos or check out my YouTube channel for more. And as always, thanks for watching.